What kind of fuckery is this? You made me mess the slipper again.
Clearly, COVID is an incredibly discerning bug because you can have 30 people at a wedding, 30 people at a funeral, you can have a football match, but 7 people in my back garden and the bug is going to strike. Explain how that works.
Look, it's a great question to challenge us on this, but if you look at the evidence, the scientific evidence at the moment demonstrates that the virus is at its most active and ability to harm.
You're not answering my central point.
No, I'm going to tell you.
30 people at a wedding.
I'm going to tell you.
30 people, but 7 people at a barbecue, and we're all going to get it.
I'm going to tell you. So it is at its most active, and it has the ability to harm people when we socialise
at a wedding.
In our homes or outside of our homes,
at a wedding,
in large numbers,
at 30 people.
Forgive me, I hear you, but the most important thing is to look at the evidence. The scientists quite rightly present evidence that they say the virus enjoys human social interaction in the home and outdoors.
Fuck off!
In large numbers. So the restriction to 6 is to effectively close the door on the virus and its ability to
so it doesn't
get
like
ahead
weddings.
of us. Well, no.
COVID doesn't like weddings, and obviously is desperately upset at funerals. I just don't get it, Minister.
With weddings and funerals and the workplace, there are provisions in place to make them safe. With social interactions, Nick, it is very different. People relax. People at home, they let their guard down, which they shouldn't. And by the way, I have to take this opportunity while I've got you here, Nick,
yes, Mr.
to remind
Zahawi.
your listeners of the very basics, which is making sure that hands, face and space is what we do, which is we make sure that we wash our hands, we cover our face in enclosed spaces, and of course leave the space between us to make sure the virus doesn't transmit.
We don't fucking know, do we? Haven't got a fucking clue.
Really important, and of course the rule of 6 coming in on Monday. It is absolutely right to make sure we control this virus, because it's the only way. As the business minister, and coming to talk about how we're going to improve productivity in manufacturing,
indeed, and that's coming up £300 million, and we're all looking. Just lastly, before we speak about that massive investment, do you foresee a U-turn on the rule of 6? Because I read that there was a degree of dissent within Cabinet. It doesn't apply, for instance, if you were elsewhere in the country. You could have a family Christmas in Scotland or Wales, but currently you wouldn't be able to in England. We've got another U-turn looming, don't we, Minister?
Well, first of all, that story is completely untrue. I've seen it on the cover of one of
split in the Cabinet
newspapers. That was completely untrue.
Fuck off!
I can't obviously comment on Cabinet discussions. No. But all I would say to you is Scotland has its own rule of 6 that they've introduced, and I think it's the right thing. I think it's the right thing to do, because actually, if we keep control of this virus, if we keep our local action plans working, then I think it's the best way. You've seen the figures today. July GDP growth is steady at 6.6%.
Indeed, we're going to talk about growth. But how come COVID will not affect Johnny in Dundee, but will go after Johnny in Doncaster, a little boy? How come? Well, if they're under 12, how come the English boy isn't safe, but the Scottish boy is?
We've chosen the path of a simple, direct message. People can understand the rule of 6. It's very straightforward, and I think it will deliver on what we wanted to do. We have devolution, and the different administrations in the family, that is the United Kingdom, have scientific advice that's devolved to them, and they make those decisions accordingly.
Oh, fucking twat.